Sip Ahem Sip Sip Sukeshini, Sip Sagai, Sip Dasi, and I think the rest who are still to join the call. Welcome. Uh, I have just settled down and I'll show you where I am hopefully after the first session of this call. But uh, let us start today with a new book I have started to write. I don't normally tell you all stories, but this is a storybook. I have written a storybook, and the storybook is Can I Change My Life? Right? This is the storybook that I am going to uh, give you all this month. And this month, I have already started a lot of the book, and I'm going to tell you where I have reached. So here you are. This book is called a metafiction. Somebody gave me an idea, called me write a book, and they gave me the idea that it should be called a metafiction. I will explain the meaning of this metafiction later on. But it's about somebody wanting to live their life again. So if I tell Bliko, you have to live your life again. Bliko will say, how can I live my life again? I can't. I can live my life from today, but I cannot go back 5 years and 10 years because any machine, time machine, they show in some movie that you can. There's a movie, there's a movie, right? The movie called some movie on time. So the point is, life cannot be relived. We can go back and listen to a song. We can go back and play a game. We can reverse a situation. We can watch a video. Suppose you got married 20 years back. You can go back and watch your wedding movie. And in the movie, you can do some special effects or you can change. Can you or can you not change? Some in the modern in the technology, these days they say that you can go and you can change anything. So if somebody can show you stealing when in reality you did not steal. But in life, whatever is done. We can't change it. But like I told you, one of my advisors who advised me to write a metafiction, which I did not know what the meaning, was a fiction within a fiction, which means the author already knows that this is not real. This is fiction, but metafiction. So what is this metafiction? I'm going to tell you now. So this metafiction is a fairy tale where I have a character in the metafiction. The character's name is Bobby. And I told you, Bobby lives his life and then he lives his life again and again. So what happens is Bobby was a college student and he wants to be rich like many of us. He works hard and succeeds and he gets married and he has kids. But his life is full of bad karma. So those of you in this call, you understand? If his life is full of bad karma means what happens to Bobby? Do you know? I have to tell you? No need to tell. You know it. You all know it. So Bobby cheats his wife. Bobby cheats his customers. Bobby cheats his children. Bobby cheats everybody because he believes all is fair in business, love, and war. This is what some people think. All is fair. So you can cheat. So he had so many bad habits and drinking. You know what happens when you become rich? Huh? You ask, I think Dasi's on the call. You ask Dasi, he'll tell you, or probably with Chidanand. When you become rich and you go for these parties, then you have to hold a glass in your hand. If you don't hold a glass in your hand, like you're not socially fit to be in that society, in that socials. So you have to hold a whiskey glass. So Bobby was like that. He used to hold whiskey and rum and vodka. I've not tried all this. Don't think I've never tried even one glass of any of these. So he developed kidney failure. So our little Bobby, he died of kidney failure. But when Bobby died, the moment he woke up, he was in a slum. Bobby was born in a slum. And his new parents, because his new parents called him Rahul. Now, the difference in this metafiction is we don't know what was our previous birth. But in this metafiction, Rahul knows I was Bobby. And when he was born, he could see all the actions. Many of you ask me why we can't remember our past life. Imagine Bobby now being born as Rahul. And then that whole video is playing what all he did as Bobby. And so, in this, as I told you, I have never written a book like this before. It's a metafiction. Huh? So don't ask me uh, more about this metafiction business. But one day, Rahul was Rahul was crying and praying to God. And in this book, I have a nice poem. I mean, a nice little, not a little, or they actually call it poetry. Every time the character says, "Angel, angel of the sky." So when Bobby says it, and now Rahul is saying, "Angel, angel of the sky, I was Bobby. Then why did I die? Why must Rahul live in the slum and cry? I don't understand. Tell me why." So Rahul is telling the angel, "Why must I live in this slum? Why? Tell me why. Tell me." So the angel explains to Rahul in this novel. So I'm writing this novel so that young adults, college kids, it's not for school children, but then the angel, as if by magic, the angel tells Rahul, you did like this, you did like this when you were Bobby. Rahul says, yes, yes. But no, please, no, angel, please, you are God's representative. Please, angel, 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 please forgive me. Please, angel, please. You know how we beg sometimes, Prabhu, 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 please, 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 nah, please. So the angel said, okay, I will give you another chance. But when I give you another chance to live, this time you cannot do bad karma. He explains the whole bad karma. You did this karma. You married your wife, then you cheated, then your children, you cheated them, then your boss, you cheated, then your customers, you cheated, then your neighbor, you cheated, everybody you cheated. That's why you're born in the slum. This time, Rahul told him, I promise you, if you give me a chance again, I will do good karma. Just like that, dang, dang, Bobby woke up uh, from his sleep and he was Bobby again. So in the movie, in the story, in the novel, he's Bobby again. And he's singing, Angel, angel of the sky, thanks for not making me cry. This time around, I will fly high. Please be with me, angel. Please be nearby. So now the story, you see how the story, I have never written novels. I do. This is some advisor to write metafiction, so I'm writing. Otherwise, I don't write these stories. So, so Bobby is now back to Bobby. That Rahul life is rewound. Now Bobby, he says no good karma. His wife is Sandra. So Bobby and Sandra, they go to church and they go to temples and the gurdwara and they go to charitable homes and blind schools and they take care and they love their children and very good karma, best father, best wife, best businessman. And one day Bobby grows old. This story, after 30, 40 years, one day Bobby is dying. And ta-dang, he's gone. And Bobby is now born. The moment he's gone, he's born in the house of a millionaire. And he is born as Roger. He's born in Hong Kong. Now he's not born in a slum, he's born in Hong Kong, in the house of a millionaire. And now Roger, he sees servants, drivers, high class school, costly cars, villa, big villa, and going for holidays to Switzerland and Singapore and Japan. And and so this Roger, he grows up, but he grows up and he sees again there is a business house and his father is in business. And when he asked his father, why we are cheating, the father said, everybody does it. And he asked his mother, why you are being rude to the maid. The mother says, everybody does it. So Roger again grows up in a very blessed environment, rich, but he sees the suffering. He sees suffering everywhere. everywhere, suffering everywhere, suffering everywhere. So he's unhappy again. Now see, first Bobby lived a bad karma life. He was born in the slum. Then Bobby lived a good karma life, born in Hong Kong. When he used to go to the restaurant, the Chinese are eating snakes. So the Chinese put us, his Chinese friend tells him, Bobby, would you like to have snake? And then Bobby says, no, I don't like snakes. Okay, then let's eat monkey. Because they serve the monkey on the table. So Bobby, Bobby is fed up. Bobby's seeing people eating snakes and eating monkeys in Hong Kong. He says, I mean, if you've been to Hong Kong, they eat cockroaches. They in Bangkok and Hong Kong, they will serve you one plate of cockroaches, and they think it's so good. But so Bobby was fed up, and Bobby once again is crying. And Bobby, he's now Roger. He calls, Angel, angel of the sky. You have given me all this, but oh, angel, why? What I see makes me sad. I cry. Why did you tell me, angel, a lie? So when the angel comes, he tells the angel, why did you tell me a lie? You told me if I do good karma, then. So the angel tells him, okay, now you change your life in this millionaire house and you do good. No, 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 no. I don't want to live in this Hong Kong with eating snakes and monkeys, and I don't want this to live in a family where there is cheating, and I don't want this. Angel told, sorry. Now there is no way out because already once you did bad karma, I gave you life. Hmm. Roger said no. Roger started praying and praying and praying and penance and renunciation and praying to God so much. And with great difficulty, the metafiction. No, I told you this is a metafiction. So I was told to write this story. My advisor said you have to put 3 lines. Meta means 3 times. So I wrote one more fiction. Now Roger is gone back, and this time Bobby, he wakes up in a hospital. He had a big accident, and he was suffering from coma. He was suffering from coma for many weeks. He was supposed to die. And when he opened his eyes, his parents are saying, oh God, thank you, Lord, for saving our child. You see, Bobby's eyes are open, and Bobby is in the hospital bed. And Bobby is thinking, now I've come back again as Bobby. See, no, Bobby knows. What Bobby knows in the metafiction. Raji, you're following this story? First, Bobby, first Bobby did bad karma. He was born in the slum. Then Bobby did good karma. He was born in Hong Kong. But Bobby's not happy. So now he's come back in a hospital. His hands are fractured, legs are fractured. But Angel brought him back into life. Now he's in the hospital for some weeks. And he's thinking, what type of life I lived? I lived bad karma, slum, good karma, Hong Kong, but I'm not happy. I prayed. I've now come back. Know what to do. So he calls to the angel. And he called the angel and he asked the angel, Angel, what must I do? Angel said, he says, Angel, angel of the sky, tell me now, who am I? Angel, tell me, I came here. Why? What will I just suffer and die? So now Bobby is talking to the angel. And the angel now is telling Bobby exactly what life is about. The angel is teaching Bobby, see, you are not this body will die. You are not the mind. Where is the mind you cannot find? The angel, the angel becomes the guru. Here we are talking, the angel becomes the guru of Bobby, not a living master. Remember, metafiction. This is all metafiction, okay? The angel tells Bobby, what? Little Bobby, know this. God doesn't live in the sky. This is not true. This is a lie. You must find out who am I. So this is a this poetry goes on between Bobby and the angel in this book, in this metafiction. And the angel teaches Bobby everything. He teaches Bobby the meaning of karma. He tells him there is trauma because everything is happening as per karma. You are born in the slum. In the book, I talk about the slum. Have you seen the movie Slumdog Millionaire? Have you seen the movie? So there, Bobby is as Rahul. He wants to go to the toilet, but there are 10 people and one toilet. So he's waiting. He's waiting, knocking the door, knocking the door, but the door is not opening. One bathroom and 10 people wanting to go. What to do? And one day he cannot control. Then he passes his toilet standing outside the toilet only, and he's crying and crying and crying. So this metafiction, which is not my cup of tea, explains how bad karma can really make you suffer. And when he was in the hospital bed, the angel told him, "You're lucky because you prayed and you cried to God. We gave you metafiction, third chance to come back." But now Bobby was very clear. So Bobby started to live a life, a good life. And Bobby became self realized. Bobby realized the who am I and why am I here. Bobby realized I am not the body that will die. I am not the mind. I am not the ego. And Bobby became a very divine soul. What you will call a Jivan Mukta. Bobby became a Jivan Mukta. So in the end of that story of Bobby, when the angel appears, Bobby says, "Angel, angel of the sky, I realize I am not I. I am now not afraid to die. I will be one with the Lord in the sky." So you're getting, so now Bobby is now telling the angel, realize soul. So, my dear friends, in this book, metafiction, huh? Metafiction, triple fiction, Bobby has three lives. In real life, Ashok Chotwani, can you come back? Can you come back? Can you rewind and come back? You try, start praying to angel, angel, angel of the sky. You try, maybe he will give you some chance. This is only fiction. Not only fiction, it is metafiction. So in real life, you have only one life. And in this book, we talk about how you cannot relive your life. The truth, in a novel, we can do it. For college kids, for people to come on this path, okay. Then I go and explain how in my own life, I had three lives in one life. First, I did a life of all bad karma. First, I did a life of all the rascal I could, whatever rascal behavior I have done. Everything, all the crimes I have done in my life. Then I realized that no, this is not good, which means that I had essentially good heart inside. So I changed. I realized all was wrong. Whatever I did was wrong. So from bad karma, I changed all to good karma, good karma, good karma, good karma. Luckily, my bad karma was not so bad. Otherwise, I would have been today. I would have been dead as a leper, maybe. But I didn't do any crime. I never did any crime. I never. But lot of cheating. Cheating means you have to, because if you're in business, you have to cheat now. You have to cheat. You don't, in business, you don't have an option. You have to cheat. That's how it is. I'm telling you that. So so then I show how my life went, like how Bobby had three lives. In this book, I talk about my life, how I moved from achievement to fulfillment to enlightenment, from bad karma to good karma, and then I went out. See, remember, this book is to teach people that you have a choice. You all have a choice. You cannot rewrite your life. But today you can change. Many of us are still clinging to pleasures, to possessions, to people. What will we get? We don't know. We know or we don't know? We know. We know nothing belongs to us. Do you know? Huh? राजेंद्र मालूम है कुछ आपका है आपका कुछ होगा आपका कुछ जाएगा आपके साथ में we know very well not even one pin not even 1%, your most loved person, your darling, cannot go with you. So if you don't find out who am I, when you're gone, you will be reborn, and this will go on and on and on. So this book is a story. I don't know how you like this book, but it's a story book. Huh? Metafiction. I told you. If you don't like the idea, tell me. Then I have to tell my advisors because if you're I have never written fiction. I'm writing metafiction. So now people write one fiction, but एक story. मैं एक story में तीन story, triple story. So the young generation, it is meant for them to think, not to blink and sink. Many of you in this call, I think you may like to read this book because you will learn something from this book. And tell me today. Today you must tell me whether you understood the book. Today you have to tell me you understood the book or not, and tell me what you find mistake in the book, what you want to change in the book, because you are also part of the committee. And if you didn't understand or you have any questions, you ask me. Because in the Zoom, many of you are 100% clear about life. Some of you are 50% clear about life. And some of you are 100% clear 50% of the times. Sometimes you are in shaitan mode, then you don't understand. Sometimes you are in Bhagwan mode, then you are able to understand everything. So, but today you must realize there's only one chance. Only one chance. After this book is there, don't start praying to angel. Angel off the sky. AiR told me you will come by. Angel, come and tell me who am I. Make me one with God in the sky. Don't start praying like this. No angel will come. Am I clear? This is only metafiction. Metafiction. See, you remember the story of Buddha? You remember the story of the Buddha? He was a prince. He was the future king of a big kingdom. He had a beautiful wife, a lovely son just born. But then, what did he do? He saw dukkha. He saw dukkha. He saw the truth of life. He saw death and destruction. And he said, I want to go on a path of enlightenment. And many people think Buddha is a coward. Many people think Buddha is not a good man. It's a way of thinking, right? But for somebody to give up everything and to take a path, oh, it's not easy, let me tell you. And your life is in your hands. It is for you to be able to choose and to be what you want to be. So this book will soon be out. Um, Hopefully, this book will be ready. I'm writing in December, normally by end of January. That's the team. But this is metafiction, so I don't know. Metafiction will take more time or less time. But remember this. I always tell you, just like every life will end, Bobby also realized that his life is going to end. But we don't realize. Sometimes I sing the song for you. How many times I have told you this song? You remember? तू यहाँ मुसाफिर है, जग में आना जाना है, 4 रोज की महिमा तेरी जिंदगानी है, धन जमीन जर जेवर कुछ न साथ जाएगा, खाली हाथ आया है खाली हाथ जाएगा, जानकर भी अनजाना बन रहा है दीवाने, अपने उम्र फानी पर तन रहा है दीवाने, इस कदर तू खोया है इस जहां के मेले में, तू खुदा को भूला है फंस के इस झमेले में, आज तक के देखा है पाने वाला खोता है, जिंदगी को ना समझा जो सदा ही रोता है, मिटने वाली दुनिया का एतबार करता है, क्या समझ के तू आखिर इससे प्यार करता है, अपनी अपनी फिक्रों में जो भी है वो उलझा है, जिंदगी हकीकत में क्या है कौन समझा है. Huh? After listening to Bobby's metafiction, आज समझ ले, आज समझ ले कल ये मौका हाथ न तेरे आएगा, बॉबी की तरह तू जिएगा और एक दिन मर जाएगा, चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा, चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा. My dear friends, हाँ, बॉबी जाएगा, तू भी जाएगा, मैं भी जाएगा, तू भी जाएगा. Everybody has to go. This world is just a show. So today I'm talking to you about my new book. It teaches us we have only one life to live. We have to choose the right path, or we lose a gift called life. Bobby in this book gets three lives only because it's a metafiction novel. In reality, there are no three lives. Sometimes there's a book, no, a cat with nine lives, or something. Is there not a book somewhere there? Or somebody, uh, a lizard with three lives. From novel, Bobby gets three lives in the metafiction. In reality, there's only one life. If there's no realization, there will be reincarnation. Either there will be realization or reincarnation. If you don't realize who am I, you will cry and die, and you will be reborn, and this will go on and on and on. So I want to close by telling you that there is a purpose for this human birth on earth. You didn't come here just for nothing. And why I'm writing this metafiction? Because college students, young adults, they want storybook. They don't like the serious type of book. So whether this will help or not, you tell me. Whether this storybook will be metafiction will help or not, I want your opinion. Because if I just sing a song, will they understand? How many songs I have written? 1400 songs. 1416. My last song was 1416. In one of the song I say, जीवन का मकसद है एहसास होना है कि मैं ये नहीं मैं वही मुक्ति है पाना निर्वाणा है पाना एहसास होना है मैं वही सच तो यही है ये तन नहीं मैं तन तो जीता मरता यही मैं तो एक आत्मा हूँ मैं तो अमर हूँ ये तन नहीं मैं हूँ वही ये नहीं मैं वही शिवोहम मैं वही मैं तो सच में हूँ वही मैं तो सच में हूँ वही मैं ये नहीं ये मैं नहीं सच में तो मैं हूँ वही पर ये जो है ये ना चाहे एहसास हो जाए मैं वही. So after listening to Bobby's story, maybe some students will turn. I hope. Otherwise, so many songs I keep on writing, keep on writing. So many. I even speak to celebrities, celebrities, richest people, most famous people. Huh? My new video they made, I'm asking 5 celebrities about their birthday. Nobody knows difference between Janam Din and Agaman Din. But difference between birthday and arrival day. So next Friday, my topic is what is the missing link to your realization and your liberation? Next week, what's the topic? What is your missing link? What is the missing link in your realization, your liberation? You see, there's a link. Chain means there's a chain. Many women know the meaning of chain. When one chain falls, my gold chain, my gold. Women are very careful about the gold links, but they are not so careful about life link. Life link is more important than gold. Gold link falls down, only chain will go. But if there's a missing link in your life, realization, liberation, that is the most precious of all gifts. So, my dear friends, tell me what you think of this metafiction. This metafiction, the story, what did you understand? What you liked, you did not like? Should I started writing the book? What is your advice? Administrator, we will unmute and let people ask questions. Yes. So who is going to ask the first question? People are still digesting the story. Metafiction. Blico is ready to ask the first question. And then after Blico, Bliss. Both are from Canada. See, India, 70 people in India, nobody asking. 2 people from Canada, both are. Yes, Blico and Bliss, both from Canada. Maybe people in Canada would like this novel better. I should publish in Canada. Yes, Bolo, Blico.
Yeah, Sivoham, everybody. It's not a question, but what you asked about the opinion about that book, I think that book will be a twist like things, because when you say something like a spiritual title, people will think, oh, it will be boring maybe. I'm not interested. But like this, something new, like what is that friction? You said metafiction.
Metafiction.
So that will make they think, oh, something is new. Oh, I want to see this. What is this metafiction? And then that makes them interested to open the book at least, right? And when they go, they think, oh, this is something new, and then that will take you indirectly towards the area where they never been, and they will never have maybe have think that, oh, this can be very dangerous if just live and die and don't think about what you are doing every day, right? And then
Mhm.
maybe it will click them, and maybe make them interested towards that spirituality, which is very important. And that also remind me the story of uh, story behind the Upanishad called Kathopanishad, where that Nachiketa is been sent by his father
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
Yama, to the death. You go to death, right? And then this guy, you know, when he interact with that Yama, and the whole Upanishad started. Very
But
beautiful,
stories are
very
good.
beautiful,
What do you think? Storytelling is a good thing.
very good thing. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely it
Maybe
will help.
I will stop becoming spiritual mentor and become a storyteller.
Right, yes. And you the way you are explaining is also very nice, because that way people get interested. We know because we are in this journey for a long time. So I immediately understand, because the purpose, I know your purpose is to take them towards the goal, which is very
So
important.
the name
So
of the
thank you
book I
very
told
much.
you.
Yeah, you did it
The
very
name of
well.
the book is Can I Change My Life? The name of the book is
Can
Can
I
I
change?
Change
Yes,
Can
that
I
is
Change
also,
My
yeah,
Life?
good thing. Yeah. Yeah. And then they go into the story, so they more interested, and they say, oh, and then they will think that, oh, it's coming to back to me.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. Thank you. So Blico's positive about the book. Let's ask Bliss.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blico. Bliss, before we go on to others. And of course, it's Ask Care. You can ask any question, not just about the book, but you can
Hi,
ask any question. Yes. Hi, Bliss. Tell me.
hi, Farm dear, Farm everyone. I
Mm.
would like to
Good,
say
good.
it's very right on the point because you sneaky got us and we get really interested what will happen after. So it's like a suspense and we understand after, it's come back to the real life. Oh, okay. Hope if I change, I can change my life also. So it can get us the possibility to understand better the life. And many people don't understand song and everything because it's not in the good the language is very hard to understand song.
Hmm.
So with this, I find it's really a funny way to get intention and to go right on the
But you
point.
understand. You understand the story. It's easy to understand the story, not difficult.
Yes, it's easy to understand because you go on the real life and after you go in other life, but it was really a dream, like the real life, in fact. So I find it very so amazing and funny. The way
Very funny.
you take is really nice. I like it.
Okay. So let us hope uh, it will be with Airwood next 1 month, and then she will release it and can send you a copy. Okay, Chidanand.
Yes, thank you.
Chidanand,
Shivam Guruji.
sir.
Yeah, I like the idea of metafiction because if you see even in our scriptures, Kathopanishad, it is basically one dies. It's actually a type of metafiction. Then you have this King Janaka also going into a dream and living a life. So I
Uh,
and even the in essence what we say is this whole life is a dream, whether it
absolutely.
is a dream or whether it is a real life. What we are saying it's real, but actually it is a dream. And so actually the dream sequence itself, if one understands in a deep way, we actually realize the Advaita part of the whole existence. So if you want to know the real purpose of life, you have to first understand the dream sequence.
So good.
So for
You are giving
modern
a
world
spiritual.
of 22nd century, this is the dream sequence. Few years back, it may be Ashtavakra. A few generations before that, It is clear no Upanishad. But the principle of SIP being everything, I think human beings understand better by way of this metafiction only.
Okay, so we will try. Hopefully the metafiction works. So
Yes.
we will make. We are already the book is underway. So already I'm busy writing it every day now. So hopefully it will be ready. Thank you, Chidanand. Rajendra.
Sir, Shivam sir,
Sir.
sir, I like this title very much क्योंकि ये एक मिश्रण है सस्पेंस और स्पिरिचुअलिटी का इट विल बिकम एक मिश्रण बनेगा इसका स्पिरिचुअलिटी का और सस्पेंस का एंड it will create a curiosity among the youngsters to read this book and the material in the book will increase the suspense and curiosity page to page पढ़ा जाए फिर पढ़ा जाए और इसके बाद क्या होगा इसके बाद क्या होगा इसके बाद क्या होगा and people will try to come to know the fundamentals of this spirituality और शायद बहुत लोग इस पाथ पे आ जाए so I feel that this is a good book so this must come soon out.
Okay, good. Thank you. So these are the feedback on the book. If anybody has any other questions other than the book, as I told you today, we are back to Ask AiR. Girish is. Thank you, Rajendra. We are coming to Girish. And if anybody has any other questions, you're welcome to ask any question. I mean, today, since it's or on the book or related to the topic of the book or what I'm talking in the book, the subject. Girish.
It will make college students to use their intellect to a greater extent, because the hero of the story, after doing bad karma, has regretted. Again given a chance, there is regret after doing good karma also. So what we should do, what is the real essence of this Vedanta or spirituality, which this book tries to put into the heads of youth, that will click.
Okay. So any suggestions
Both
you will
good karma and bad karma not working. So what we should do? The answer will be in the final chapter.
So this is what we are trying to use what we have learned in this Zoom call to write the novel. Whether they will understand it, they will read it. It will all depend on how the metafiction is presented to them. Thank you.
So many of them will come in for this Ask AiR, hopefully, after reading that.
Okay, so we will put a page about Ask AiR. If they want to ask questions, we will put a big page in that book. Okay, so we are back to Ask AiR. Anybody has any questions before we close today? Today, if you don't have much questions, Friday, I will close and I will go to a walk in Switzerland. Since you don't have questions, let me show you where I am and then close the call. Ready? I'm showing you where I am. Why is it not coming? Here it is. So can you see where I am? So this is full of complete snow in here. It's a lake which is fully frozen in front of us. So I told you one day we can do a retreat in Switzerland when you'll want to come. Yes. So we have two more people before we close. Bliss again and Amsip. Yes.
Again, Shivaham, I would like to say, 2 days ago, Eru have sent me the final copy of French of the Karma de A to Z, and I have shared with my friend, my close friend, and 2 of 3 I've started to read the book on the go. I was so amazing how people around me are interested in the subject, and I was
So
really happy.
wait. Let me explain to everybody. So everybody on this call, I have written a book called The A to Z of Karma. You know, I've written a book called A to Z of Karma. That book has been translated into French by Brigitte Bliss. Bliss has translated the book into French. And that book has been uploaded, I think, today. It has been already uploaded. It is
Yeah.
uploaded in Google Play. So it is uploaded by
Yeah.
our...
It uploaded on Google Play.
Yes, uploaded today.
Oh my God.
So you can tell everybody free book in French on karma. So you promote it in your society, and we will put some French publicity in the French language. We will try to promote it. Thank you, Bliss, for your effort in translation.
It was very so amazing because my friend have really jumped in the subject, and they was, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know how to say, but oh
it's a
yes,
new
your book
experience.
is there. Your book is there. I won't read now.
Okay, good. Thank you, Bliss. Ahamsip.
Shivoham Guruji and all other SIP on the call. First of all, I would like to congratulate Bliss for her efforts and for translating the book, which is a great initiative. Now, my question is not regarding spirituality. It is when we are going anywhere and we come across so many beggars. So should we give them anything or not? Because, I mean, if we don't give them, then also we feel bad. And if we give, then also we are told so many stories that they all are fake and that it's being misused and everything. So I'm very confused.
So my answer to this is I also have been very confused about this. So first of all, I think that we should not encourage begging by normal people. And we should not hesitate to help people who are either blind or handicapped or but I believe that you should not give money because money can be misused. So I have this example. A old man came to me and said, "Sir, खाना नहीं खाया 2 दिन से. Sir, 10 रुपए दे दो. 10 रुपए." So I said, "खाना नहीं खाया." I went to that dhaba and asked dhaba, "खाना के लिए कितना लगेगा?" He said, "Sir, 40 रुपए. 40 rupees." I paid 40 rupees. I told him, feed him 40 rupees. I didn't give 10 rupees. He asked for 10 rupees. I paid 40 rupees. But I said, feed him. How much he wants to, because they give unlimited meals for 40 rupees. In this dhaba, sometimes they give, eat whatever you want, 40 rupees. So sometimes we are so impatient that rather, obviously, why should I give 40 rupees? Yeah, 10 rupees mein kam nikal do. Why should I spend 40 rupees when he's asking only 10 rupees? So some people, they take money and they drink. Some people, they take money, and I believe that some industry, they say, I don't know, they cut off people's hands or fingers just to make them. So I believe we should be compassionate. We should not be rude. So many transgenders, they come to you and they say, "Ana do, nahi to tumhare upar sharp lagega. Hum tumhare ko." Then what happens? Are you going to? So why can't they work? What's wrong with them? They can work, right? Is there any problem that they can't get job? Today, I must ask you, if you want a maid servant, is it easy to get? So difficult to get a maid servant. It's not that people, and people who are willing to work as a security guard, a maid servant, they want easy money, many of them. So my concluding answer to you, A, don't give abled beggars. B, help disabled beggars. C, try to help disabled beggars with not cash but kind. So the formula is A, B, C. This is my opinion. But in any of the cases, all the three, don't be rude. Don't say tum nalayak, tum bikhari sale, kya. Don't give gali. because हर इंसान में भगवान है. नहीं, I'm just saying, don't give gali, because don't say you go, you useless fellow, why can't you work, nonsense rubbish fellow, go, shame on you, why you are not. Many people give gali like that. Don't give gali. You can give a piece of advice, but don't give gali. All right.
Thank you.
So friends, ask AiR before we close, anything that you would like to ask me, because are you giving me Friday bonus? We have got another 10-12 minutes in the Friday call, but I will not drag if there's nobody having any question. But like you have a Sunday session or a beginner session, anybody wants to ask any question, I'll let questions go on for 2 more minutes. Otherwise, I will take this opportunity of closing the session. Lakshmi. Anybody wants questions, please ask before in next 2 minutes. Otherwise, we'll think there are no questions. Lakshmi, yes, Lakshmi. And Will. So we already have 2 people. Lakshmi and Will, yes. Unmute. Krishna. Can't hear you. Unmute. Can't hear you. Lakshmi can come back with your audio. We have Will and Krishna. Lakshmi will come back once we can hear Lakshmi. Will, and unmute Will, please.
Shivong Hung,
Yes.
Guruji, congratulations on your book. Well done. I was wondering whether your team might turn it into a video. I think with your voice, your singing voice, also it would be a good thing. Your voice is very entertaining, and I think perhaps you could use it somehow or other. People nowadays, they take everything on the iPhone and so on, and so they listen to things, watch things. I don't know if people are reading books, and also at that stage, it also becomes free to download and so on. It's very convenient. They can hand it on to their friends. There's kind of podcasts. There's a lot of electronic ways you could do it, and then I think that kind of story you could write many books of that type. It would be very entertaining for children, I think.
It's a good idea to not just write it as a book, but also to note this idea. We will try to convert it into.
There's one problem with the story that There's one problem with the story. If I'm not right, I might have misheard it, but I think in the end, what you said, that Bobby said he wanted. Oh, sorry, I have a problem. Bobby said he wanted to go back to the God in the sky. I don't know if I heard that right, because you initially said that God was not up in the sky, but at the end of the story, you say God wants to go to the sky. I think your poem is wrong there, if I'm not right. I think you made a mistake.
Yeah. So in the metafiction, we will talk about it, but yes, we will not talk about God being in the sky. It will not come across like that in the.
Because that was the mistake that he made the mistake in the story, and then you corrected it. But then in the story, when I heard you said he wanted to go back to be God in the sky. It was as if he hadn't learned the lesson. So that was just my idea. I might have misheard it, but
no, you heard it very rightly, and you pointed out very correctly, because God does not live in the sky.
Yes.
Yeah, but only what happens is thank you. In the beginning, we as kids, we all believed, even you and me, we also all believed that God was in the sky. So in the beginning, it will come like that, but it will get changed and it will go away.
I used to write poetry myself a lot, and you like to get the rhyme. There's also this thing with the meter, da 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 da. That issue is also quite an interesting way. Your poetry is very good. But anyway, thank you.
Which God did you believe when you were a kid? Which God in the sky did you when you were a kid? You grew up in which God?
Well, I guess the problem in Christianity is an issue with Jesus. Many Christians think that Jesus is God. I think this is a underlying issue with Christianity. The other interesting thing with Christianity, which indeed an issue I'd like to talk to you about, is this issue of what they call the Holy Spirit. It's a kind of Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you get this ecstasy. Many of the Christians, they go into ecstasy with the Holy Spirit, and I haven't seen this issue in Hinduism or in Buddhism, but I think it's a very important issue. So I might talk about this issue, because I think Hinduism has got something to.
But as a kid, you prayed to Jesus. When you grew up
I think well, the problem is that there's a confusion between Jesus and God. So when you pray to one, you often pray to the other. It's not quite clear. Jesus himself said he was the teacher pointing to God. He got them to pray to God, our Father who art in heaven, like that. But very often Christians, when they pray, there's a confusion because they say Jesus is God in human form. This is the very basic problem, so there's a confusion there.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. Will. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. And if there's anybody else, as I told you, otherwise we are closing early today. Krishna.
So Shivoham sir, I missed the call, so I don't know anything about this. What happened? I completely missed. I joined at 8 and then
the whole book. So, okay, we spoke about a new metafiction book on Bobby. You can hear the recording on YouTube or Facebook, right? Yeah. It's
but now since you said, I'll hear it. I want to hear it completely because I was so fascinated with this idea of, because I love reading any kind of any genre. So but I missed the call. But now since you said any question you can ask, so I was waiting to ask you on Sunday. So you said though, because we are taught that there are so many paths to reach the truth, the bhakti yoga or jnana yoga, karma yoga, whatever. But then one day you said, "Kitna bhi path hai, there is only one highway."
There's only one highway.
आपने ही बताया. So I was that time itself but it was almost the end of the call, so I just jotted it down. How can that be? You said kitna bhi path ho, there is only one highway to reach the truth.
So what we mean is, for example, there may be many tributaries of a river, but all the tributaries finally come and they merge into one river. When I'm talking about that one highway, the truth is one. You may that highway I'm talking about is that highway I'm talking about is that ultimate truth. Ultimately, how you realize it, whether you realize it from Buddhism angle, from Sanatana Dharma angle, whether you realize it from Nirvana, from Moksha, from salvation, whether you realize it from Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, there may be several ways which will switch on the light of realization. But after the light of realization, when I'm talking about that one highway, what is that one highway? The one highway is this. What I meant by that one highway, I am not this body that will die. I am not the mind I cannot find. The ego that says I is a lie. I am the divine soul. This truth, Krishna, nobody in the world can change it. Whether you belong to any culture, religion, theology, philosophy, scripture, this is the highway. The truth is this. And this truth, sometimes we talk to you as this truth being a journey from self-realization to God realization. For example, can you realize God without realizing self? Can you? Cannot. Cannot realize. There is no, how can you realize? Because you will only be praying to the God of name and form. Unless you realize the God inside you, unless you realize the SIP inside you, you cannot realize SIP everywhere. Therefore, this whatever belief systems, today you said you were listening to Satyam Shivam Sundaram. I got your message. I just saw your message. Satyam Shivam Sundaram is another method. That method has to come what, Krishna? That Satyam Shivam Sundaram comes to what? Comes back to this highway. What is this highway? That I am not I. Satyam Shivam.
When I said Satyam Shivam Sundaram, my guru believes only in Advaita, so that is okay. But why I asked is the saints, the very realized saints who followed the bhakti method, so you mean to say that they have not reached the ultimate goal when
No, I don't want to. I have no comment to make on them, but I am saying bhakti will create shakti, and that shakti will give mukti. So this bhakti only without, if there's only bhakti, but you don't realize you are abhivyakti. Abhivyakti means manifestation. This bhakti will create anubhuti, abhivyakti, mukti. Bhakti is a way, the method. So but if you let me explain one thing to you, and this is to explain what I am saying. If there are 1 million people, and don't be offended, I'm saying, suppose 1 million people talk of Krishna consciousness, and whole day they're saying, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You go to Bombay in the road, when I was there for recording, I really missed my podcast. Because the road, people blocked, the whole road was blocked. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now they don't know anything. They don't know anything about it, but they are going on singing from the gut. Then what, Krishna, what happens? Will they be enlightened? Will they attain God? I was saying Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya for 40 years. For 40 years, I'm admitting I was just like a puppet, like a parrot. I was just going on Om Namah Shivaya. But that Om Namah Shivaya for 40 years created the bhakti in me, and that bhakti probably gave me the mukti. I hope you're getting my point. Bhakti is very important. Bhakti will lead to mukti. Bhakti is not mukti. Bhakti will give you the jnana. Bhakti yoga will take you to jnana yoga. Whether you like it or not, it will take you. If you are a true mumukshutva. Now you're clear, or any confusion?
I'll ask you. So I'm not talking about the people who just do drama on the road. I was talking about a particular person.
If a particular, see, even the particular person, when you take a Mirabai, whatever you say, I'm just saying that bhakti will evolve into the realization, that anubhuti. Bhakti will give anubhuti, that anubhuti will give oneness with God.
Okay,
Now,
I was talking about Ramana Maharshi only, sir.
Yeah, so he was a highly, he was.
No. Because today, when I was reading there was a time when, I won't discuss, it's okay, sir, because it is.
Ramana Maharishi was highly realized soul.
Because this came in his anecdote, because there was finally there was an incident which came up, and then with all his heart, it seems he prayed to Arunachala, he prayed to Shiva.
Oh, what, Krishna, please don't get carried away by this now. Don't think he actually thought that mountain was God. See, when he prayed to the mountain, why was he praying to the mountain? Because what we are saying, Posimom, Ramana Maharshi knew, but Ramana Maharshi did not call it Posimom. He was praying.
No, sir.
No, you go to Arunachala, you see peacocks all over the place. You see peacock. Have you been?
I go there. But then when it came in his this thing book, then I got this doubt. Otherwise, I would not have asked.
Please read Ramana Maharishi and interpret Ramana Maharishi with what we talk on the Zoom call. You will find them synergized. Don't look at them as divergent. Please look at it with a synergized view, and you will agree everything that Ramana Maharishi say. He is saying everything in this call we are agreeing on. There is nothing that we don't agree on. If you have a doubt, please pick up anything and please bring it to me. In fact, even the Bhagavad Gita, whatever is spoken in the Bhagavad Gita, if you take it the right interpretation, it is all what we are talking about. But some people take it the wrong interpretation. Soul will be reincarnated. We can't help such people if they want to say like this. We can't help it. Okay, we have still one question called Will. Thank you, Krishna. Will, and please listen to the session and tell me your opinion of the book.
Shivong, sir. I suggest that you know many film stars now, and my feeling is that many of them could maybe read these children's books, I think, into a video camera. It would be very attractive. It would give it a lot of publicity. Like if they want to help the children of India, I think that if they could read these books into the camera, I think it would be very attractive. I think it would make a big effect. They could read it nicely and properly, and it would be quite effective, I think.
I think you're right. People did not know who was AiR till AiR started talking to celebrities. Now everybody.
When you get the celebrities, your numbers of viewers will go shooting up.
Yeah. So that's what we are doing. We are using the celebrities' popularity to the whole idea is to take this message to the world. We have only one mission. Now, my AiR mission is not for AiR to become famous or AiR to become popular, but we want to use any vehicle which can take the message of truth to the world. And so we are doing that. Your idea of using celebrity even for this, I think for reading about a book is a great idea. I will contemplate on it because we are having new celebrities and new singers and actors. I
This
think
way,
we will
they could take it into the schools, because you won't get into the schools without their help. They will open
yeah,
doors for you.
yeah,
They
I
can
think it's a
open
good,
doors. Yeah.
it's a good idea. Good idea. Thank you. Thank you, Will. Good suggestion. So, my dear friends, so we will close with this, the fact that today's metafiction, huh? Our advisors team has created this new idea, and please give me ideas if you have any ideas. But we will write this metafiction this month, and if SIP willing, by next month it will go into editing and it will go into designing, and you will soon have a copy. In January or early in February, you will have copies of "Can I Change My Life?" With that note, and with folded hands, I bow down to you. We will see you tomorrow at 8.